What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Supreme Tech. In this video, I'm going to break down some of the best programs to get, especially if you want your PC to get the best performance, the best gaming performance, the best rendering performance, and to monitor all your specs and all your different temperatures, core clocks, everything in between. This is like, a PC gamer slash users best friends, right? These programs help monitor the GPU, BIOS, CPU, RAM, everything in between. So make sure to stick around to the end of the video, because I got got about 5 or 6 different programs that are must-haves, and I'm sure there's something that you're gonna like. Before you get into it though, if you're new, make sure to subscribe, smash that like button. Really helps out the channel. So let's jump right into the video, guys, and start off with the first program, which is the most important one, honestly, MSI Afterburner. Alright, so I open it up. Here's what it looks like. Now, there's different backgrounds for this, so you might see a different one. If you want to switch it, you can just go to settings and go all the way over to user interface, and you can switch this right here. It's got a bunch of different ones. This is one I use, but they got stuff like this or this. Got a red one with the dragon. They got about 20 or 30 of them, right? And they all do the same thing. I just like this one. It's real simple. Let's go ahead and exit it out. But as you see here, you got all types of different settings and stuff you can monitor. We got core voltage, power limit, core clock, memory clock, fan speed. And you can adjust all this too, but I really don't recommend doing it unless you know what you're doing or you know someone that can help you if you mess up, right? But right here at the top, you see it says what graphics card. We got a 2060 Super. Honestly, it's a great GPU, especially for, like, I wouldn't say top of the line, obviously, but probably like middle to high end, advanced, I'd say, just not like the best. It's definitely decent. Once I switched some settings around, I could get up to like 500 FPS when I was playing Fortnite, about 300 consistently. And I got a video on that too. Put it in the description so you can check it out. But let's go ahead and break the rest of this down. You can see on the right hand side, it's got all these different graphs, memory usage, core clocks, power, fan speed, temp limit, voltage, CPU temperature for each CPU. You got so much stuff, right? RAM, frame rate 1% low, max frame rate, average, minimum. You got frame time, CPU power. There's just a ton of different things, right? And another thing, when you're using this, it downloads this Riva tuner, okay? And this is great for if you want to see what your FPS is, what your temperature is while you're playing. I'm going to put up a screenshot and show you what it actually looks like. If you ever watched people's videos and you see they got like orange numbers in the top left, or in any corner really, but in the top left, it's gonna, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be MSI Afterburner, the Riva tuner. And you can set this however you want, but let's just minimize that. It's really great though. When you're playing, you can monitor everything. I like to keep an eye on the temperature, the frame rate, the latency, all that. But this is MSI Afterburner. This ain't going to be a, how to use tutorial. This is just showing you the best programs that you need to download. So let's X that out. The next one is going to be GPU-Z. Search GPU-Z download online. It's by Tech Power Up. And this is great for your GPU settings. You can tweak anything you want. It's got all this information for you. And this is another good way to find out what GPU you actually got in your system if you're new and you don't know. But you see here we got graphics card, sensors, advanced, and validation tabs. Mostly you're probably going to be in the graphics card, but there's a lot of different things you can do in here. Moving on, let's close that down. We're going to go to CPU-Z. Now, it's basically the same thing, but for your CPU, right? And it's called CPU ID, but it's also CPU-Z. So if you Google CPU-Z download Windows 10, it's just the same thing. It tells you all about your CPU. See, I got the Intel Core i7 10700. It's Comet Lake. It's socket 1200 LGA. Just got all the information you need you can go through. It's got your core speeds, everything. Got the caches, main board, memory, SPD, graphics, bench, and then you can do the about. You're mainly going to live in the CPU section, obviously, mostly. But it's just a great tool to check out what you got, really. Next up is going to be the Nvidia control panel. Now, this is great for being able to do all types of stuff with your graphics card. You can see here, you can change it from high quality to high performance. And I made a video about this, changing some settings inside here too. So check that one out. I'm going to link it down below. But you got all types of stuff. This is where you'd set up your G-Sync if you got G-Sync or V-Sync monitor. You just click Enable G-Sync. And there's just a lot of other stuff. Again, I'm not going all the way through it. I don't want to make an hour-long video, but that's another one. The next one is going to be TCP Optimizer. Now, I'm not going to get into this one too much. You definitely want to make sure you know how to use this before you use it. But this is basically just optimizing your internet. So, the GPU-Z is for your GPU. You know, you can monitor and change stuff. The CPU-Z is for, obviously, your CPU. TCP Optimizer is for your internet connection. It helps you a lot with your internet, speeding it up and keeping it, you know, what you're supposed to be on is what it's on. Another one is the MSI Afterburner we went over. Great overall program. Everybody has it. It's great for, you know, monitoring pretty much everything about your computer. And that's about it, guys. Another honorable mention is going to be Malwarebytes. Okay. These are all free, by the way. None of them cost any money. Malwarebytes is great for, you can see it just scans and repeats whenever, or you can run it whenever you want to run it. And it just goes through and knocks out all malware, you know, pop-ups and stuff like that. So go ahead, let's X these out. Again, guys, Malwarebytes, TCP Optimizer, Tech Power Up GPU-Z, CPU-Z, and then MSI Afterburner. And then MSI Afterburner comes with Riva Tuner. Riva Tuner is where you can see your stats, your temperatures, your core clocks, your speeds, all on screen while you're playing. So if you didn't know what that was, that's what Riva Tuner is. Overall, guys, we gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 really. So go ahead, download them all. If you're having any problems, make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you're having trouble with. I'll be sure to get back to you. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what type of video you guys want to see. I really appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for checking out the channel. Again, check out my Amazon storefront link in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you in the next one.